to try this one more time. Because I am not one to accept defeat. So, let us begin for the third time. I would like to welcome everyone who tuned in for the third time. I would like to start with a moment of gratitude, thinking of 3 things we're grateful for. I'm grateful for this new moon in Leo, which gives us an opportunity to come together and have ceremony. You know, when you use the lunar cycles to co-create with the divine, creates a powerful, transformative experience. I am also grateful to all of you who joined us tonight, who are trying to be the change they want to see in the world, who understand that by raising our internal frequency, doing the inner work, it echoes out into the universe. As Maximus said in Gladiator, what we do in this life ripples throughout eternity. I would also like to thank you who join us for these new moon and full moon ceremonies that come together wanting to understand these ancient secret truths, to see their world and their lives from a higher consciousness perspective so that they can make sense of all that goes on in the world around them. We are all one and we are all connected. And everyone that comes into our life, especially the people that come into our life and trigger painful experiences within us, these are our teachers. And the pain, once worked through, becomes our medicine. We must remember, we are spiritual beings having a physical experience, not physical beings having a spiritual one. It is very important to make that determination and understand this universal truth. And the reason is important because most humans I know say, I'll believe it when I see it. Never understanding that in order to see it, you have to believe it first. What it means to be a spiritual being, have a physical experience, is this. Your soul is old as eternity. You have been other things in other places. And before incarnating here on the earthly plane, you made contracts with members of your soul group, soul family, where you agreed to have experiences in this lifetime to facilitate the learning of lessons, to ultimately grow your soul. Too often in the world, we see ourselves as victims. We see things as happening to us instead of for us. And we see the people that cause us pain in our lives as our enemies. Universal truth says they are our teachers. And agreeing to have these experiences to help with the evolution of our soul. As we move into the 5th dimension, because remember, a dimension is not a place, it's a state of consciousness, it's a state of being. The Mayans spoke of this, calling it the age of Aquarius, the golden age. As we move into the fifth dimension, we are to start dumping man's law and understanding universal law rooted in universal truth. So what I'm going to share with you is universal truth. As you become enlightened and you awaken, you will have to start to acknowledge certain things about your universe. One of which, the phenomenon when you meet someone for the first time and you feel like you've known them forever. It's because you have. And what you're recognizing is their soul. While you don't know them in this physical body in this lifetime, you recognize their soul, their energy signature. You know, we must start making it, in these turbulent times, making it a practice of ours to begin aligning ourselves every day with our spiritual team, the highest light, putting on energetic spiritual protection, doing everything we can to raise our frequency, from eating better, going out in nature, a gratitude list, listening to angelic tones or high frequency sounds, stepping away from the 3D matrix of separation consciousness, seeing race and ethnicity, and begin to look past that and see the universal truth that resides in all of us, which is that we have a spark of the divine residing inside of us, and that we are all connected, and we are all one, and we are all the same. We are all brothers and sisters. As we move into the fifth dimension, you will see the titles of race and ethnicity, affiliation with Democratic, with political party, all falling away. Because we are moving to unity consciousness, oneness, unconditional love. And part of unconditional love is understanding that the people that cause you the most pain here on the earthly plane are the ones that love you the most in the heavens. And they agreed and entered into a contract with you to have challenging experiences to help you evolve your soul. It's actually very beautiful. We must want to connect with our ancestors who passed over into non-physical. A friend and author, Linda M. McCarthy, wrote this book about death and dying in the afterlife, and about the subject we're speaking of today, when her son, who joined the military just 6 short days later, was killed. And she had to find peace with that experience. And when she started getting connected, he started contacting her from the other side. She was so inspired, and it made her really reevaluate her world and what truly lies on the other side. And what she discovered was the beauty of the spiritual realms, and how we can feel and connect to those right here on earth. We can still hold that connection and that communication with our ancestors, our spiritual team, members of our soul family in the heavens. In fact, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to go for them for guidance. We're supposed to understand and learn how to connect, to get their wisdom. It's like this. So you have a scientist, right, who's watching a mouse run the little track, right? Well, if the mouse could take direction from the scientist and he could say, go right, go left, the mouse would get through the maze easier. That is the purpose of our spiritual team in the heavens, to tell us when to take the right, when to take the left. But if we don't know the language they speak, how can we get its guidance and its direction? And that is the purpose for this sacred ceremony tonight, is to help you understand the importance of connecting with our ancestors, our angels, our guides on the other side, and get its guidance to maneuver through our world less impeded by problems. So, since it's the third time I do this tonight, I'm cutting some of it out because I don't know when y'all heard, when y'all haven't. So we're just going to go into the meditation now. Tomorrow I will be sharing with you a couple of paragraphs that you can start every morning to say when you wake up at the start of your day to align yourself with the highest light. This methodology was taught to me by medicine woman and shaman Jody Redhawk, who is the author of our book, which can be found on the HCC website. She's also the mother of HCC. She's one of my mentors. And when I was telling her I was having trouble because I'm getting signs, but they're conflicting, she explained to me the importance of aligning with the highest light every day. Because when ancestors and family members cross over to the other side, not all of them gravitate towards the light. Some of them don't gravitate towards the light. We call this our lost family. And along our way, our lost family can give us signs that aren't in our best interest. So to ensure every day we align with the highest light and the highest vibration, I will provide you 2 simple paragraphs tomorrow. I'll post on Facebook that you can start to say every day to put your energetic spiritual protection on and to tell your team good morning. You know, Earth is a free will planet, and we have to give our permission on a daily basis to our angels and guides if we want their help. They could be watching us struggle all day long, floundering around, running into problem after problem, and not be able to intervene because Earth is a free will planet and they cannot intervene on your behalf without your permission. So give your permission daily, right? So simple. With your morning coffee, say, Spirit, align me with the highest light. And please intervene on my behalf for the highest good of all involved. It's that simple. It takes 1 minute. But because people can't see the spiritual realms, they don't think they're there. That is not true. You are a spiritual being having a physical experience, not a physical being having a spiritual one. And if you don't believe in the things that you can't see, you take all the magic out of your life. Because co-creating with the divine, which is the invisible realms, are where the magic lies. So, I would like everyone to take a deep breath. Breathing in their fear, exhaling their faith. Long, deep breaths in and out. Focus on your breathing. You know, when people are upset or angry, they say, take some deep breaths. The reason for that is to bring more oxygen into your brain and to center yourself. When you focus on your breathing, you come from a very centered place. So for the next 5 minutes, focus on your breathing. We're going to be working tonight with Archangel Metatron. And the prayer I'm going to be reciting comes from a book called The Clarion Call. I will be also referencing the book tomorrow and posting this prayer. Lord Metatron, we ask to be taken to the next level. We ask for divine protection in all that we do. We ask that our abundance be brought forward to us. We ask for our karma to be cleared, and we ask for our prayers to be answered. ask for our meditation to be successful, and we ask to be led in the right direction. May we have the synchronicities that we may join with our soul group and be raised to a higher level. We ask that we be pointed in the right direction, to eat the right things, speak the right way, and act according to our design so that the plans of the heavenly hierarchy are fulfilled. We ask that our abundance benefit others and that our actions speak louder than our words, but that our words are pure, sweet, and enjoyable. We ask to take our place in the Galactic Council and that we are made worthy and the husk of negativity is taken away. We ask that we say and do is in alignment with the divine will, and that we become our divine selves, so that we may walk forward into our mission, and that we have the energy, strength, and power to fulfill our mission. We ask that our actions speak louder than our words, and that our active and passive side join together in a Merkaba, and we are fully emancipated. We ask this in your name. Amen. We are the violet flame. We are the violet flame. In action in us now. We are the violet flame. To light alone we vow. We are the violet flame. In mighty cosmic power, we are the light of God, shining every hour. We are the violet flame, blazing like the sun. We are God's sacred power, freeing everyone. we close out tonight's meditation, let us, for this new moon, set the intention to ensure every morning we begin by telling our spirit family in the heavens hello, aligning with the highest light for the highest good. I would like to thank Linda M. McCarthy, PhD and author of the book, The Myth of Dying. I would like to thank Jody Redhawk, medicine woman, shaman, and author of our book, Mother of HCC. And also Lauren K. Claus, sound and light practitioner. For all these women were gracious enough to collaborate with me, and I'm honored to work with them. And I also, just as a side note, would like to say when all that stuff happened, I called Jody and said, "What's up?" She said, "Yeah, the Lost family's messing with you. They didn't want this message to go out." So that would be the reason for the technical difficulties. Have a beautiful night. I love each and every one of you, and thank you for your patience. And if you're still here, for your attendance. God bless and Godspeed. Namaste.